What up? What up? How you doing, man? Well, oh yeah. Welcome to Trading Unfiltered, everybody. As everybody knows, I'm Sellers. This is my good friend Brady. He's in our Discord room. He trades with me every day. Really solid trader. Craig is out of town this week, so Brady is filling in for him. And I do appreciate it, Brady.
I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate it.
Absolutely,
Thanks for
man.
having me on, man. Never thought I'd be on Seller Oaken's podcast.
Hey, hell yeah, dude. I'm glad that you're on here with me. Well, hey, look, I'm going to do this little intro real quick, and then we'll get started. All right. Well, so it's been a hell of a week, man. I don't know if I told you about it earlier, but yeah, so I got banned on Twitter. And that was kind of depressing because I like posting on Twitter. I did make a new Twitter, even though they told me not to. That's my new @ down there. It's @short_sellers. If anybody wants to follow me on there, I'm still going to be posting the same shit. But yeah, they banned me. Apparently I said something I wasn't supposed to say. It wasn't anything bad. I just, the world is soft, I guess.
That is true.
Yeah.
What tweet was it?
So I'm always like getting videos shown to me from like accounts I don't follow, and there was some video of it was a grown man. He like hops out of a car, and there's this group of kids that are like 12 years old or so on the street corner, and they're like dancing and hanging out. And this dude hops out of the car and just goes over there and just blindsides this kid, just sucker punches him right in the face.
I've seen that before.
It made me so mad when I saw it. I commented something on the video that I was just like, I hope something happens to this guy in prison. I said what I said. Shouldn't have said it, apparently. Apparently it's okay to hit kids, but if you say anything mean about the guy that hits them, then you're wrong. So,
Wow. You got banned for that?
Yeah, I got my Twitter account banned. I've been on there since 2011. So yeah, that pissed me off. But it is what it is, you know. I don't make the rules, unfortunately. But yeah, man. So that happened, and yeah, I got this new little Twitter now, so I'll be posting my same stuff on there and whatnot.
I need to follow you on there.
Yeah, follow me. Hey, look, there's Craig. What's up, Craig?
Old tatted.
Yeah, he must be in the car or something right now.
Has he been? He hasn't been trading, has he?
No, he went and got him a new $1 million computer and hadn't even traded on it yet.
Did he build it?
No, he didn't. He bought it. But it is pretty sick, though. That's right, I am. But yeah, man. So I still traded some this week. I know you did too. I was thinking, this go around, me and you will. I'll share some small cap charts and stuff like we usually do, and then me and you can get into some futures trades.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Yeah, he is, Sam. I know. That's what I'm saying, man. Who knows?
Yeah,
Who knows with that guy?
It's probably the way to go, to be honest.
Shit, man. Nah, I think
I couldn't do it, but
he man, he's just had a lot going on, and I totally understand because I have too. Right before I came in here, man, I was in my master bedroom. I'm trying to build that walk-in closet that my wife wants and stuff, you know. So I'm running all the wires for it right now, like putting new Romex and stuff. Let's see here. Hell yeah, it is. He's fixing to be scamming people left and right. He's ready. He's gonna have his Lambo pics and all that good stuff. He's gonna order him a watch. I don't even know. I don't know what else you need.
The green Lambo, right? The green one?
Yeah, it's the same one. Everybody rents the same one. And that's how you know if they're a furu, right?
Yep. I saw him tweet at somebody with a green Lambo. They posted a picture of a watch and a green Lambo. It's like last week.
Wait, you know that it's real if they've got that, right?
He's actually hilarious on Twitter.
Oh, I know he is, man. That's how we got to be. Like, he'd be just posting stuff. I'd be laughing about it, and I was like, damn, man, I'm gonna have to holler at this guy. So, you know,
I remember last year he and this is what put me on a tad. Like, it was just a tweet. It was like last year he tweeted like a fake chart with like drawn entries. He was like, "Oh, I entered here just cause tape," and he's like, "I sold a little bit here cause tape, and then I covered everything here cause tape."
Yeah, I know. I saw that one too. That one was funny.
I was literally rolling on the floor. It was hilarious.
It was like a Thinkorswim chart.
Yeah.
On like a phone. Yeah, dude, I love that shit. That's funny. Well, hell, I'm gonna just show a couple of trades, just because, you know, I'll show one from today since it's fresh on everybody's mind. This ticker. So like, a buddy of mine, Charles, he like pretty much only, like in small caps, he pretty much only shorts reverse splits when they make like a parabolic move. And I've been missing a lot of them. He'll tell me about them. Some of them I'll hit. But anyway, this was ADTX. It was like a 1 for 40, and I've traded the name a bunch, but after this split, their float was like, I can't remember what TI had it at, but I had to check a couple different sources. It was cheap to locate. Yeah, man, they have been, and I've missed way too many of them, so that's why I was like really wanting to hit this, and I was planning on risking a little wide. So unfortunately, this was half of a max loss, and I've recently, in the past 2 months, upped my max loss to $1,000 more than what it used to be. So it's a pretty decent loss, but it ended up being a green trade, as you can see. But yeah, the float on this thing was like 170 or 190,000, like not million, thousand. So this thing could just get wickedly crazy. So I wanted to risk a little wide, like that's why I'm, letting it go from my entries here in the low 20s to that, and then that ad right there, kind of soldier ad. I thought that there looked like a little area on the 1 hour chart that had like a little shelf I could risk into, and of course it just did the little fake breakthrough, and so I added back in. Ended up getting it, but yeah, man, that one was scary, kind of, but I didn't plan on taking half a max loss there, but it is what it is. You gotta manage risk and whatnot.
That's a sick fade.
Yeah, dude, I can't believe it faded that easy. I was very uneasy about this one. Me and Mike D in the room. He's been trading for a long time. I don't know if Jet traded it or not. Jet's in the Bahamas right now. So I don't know. But yeah, I was happy with it. It ended up being a good day. Like in the morning, I was kind of nervous, I don't like man. I'm always the most uneasy in the morning. I started taking I'm not. I don't want to take like any kind of pills and shit. You know, like be just constantly like depending on a pill. But I've been taking D3 for like 3 years now because I used to have like a low white blood cell count. But I've been taking magnesium now too. My brother put me on that, and it's supposed to like help with sleep and anxiety. And I've got like real bad like restless leg syndrome, so it's been
Is it
helping.
the
I could,
glyphosate?
yes,
This stuff's good. First time I ever took that stuff, I took it at night and I was out. It knocked me out.
yeah. Like right now, I can tell that I'm already tired, and I haven't even had but half a beer. You know, and I usually have quite a few. But anyway,
So
that's that.
did you after you exited for half of a max loss, did you go back in full size?
Yeah, after I saw that wick through the level I was looking at, if you pull up the chart, you can see that level. Hell, I can go get it right now. Let me see here.
Because I'm assuming you were looking at you were looking for confirmation at the $22 level or somewhere in that range.
Yeah, I mean, and I was pretty damn eager. I'll be honest with you, just because of there has been a lack of plays. I mean, there's a lack of plays when like even some of the guys that you talk to, not guys like me and you and Charles and Craig that talk like every day. I'm talking about like some of the guys that you're friends with that like you might talk to like once every couple of weeks or something, and they're messaging you like, holy shit, the lack of plays right now, and it's bad. Then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Got that. Oh man, it faded down to like 14, faded down to like under $15 later on. Ugh.
You bottom took that though.
What on the?
Yeah, your last cover you pretty much bottom took it.
Well, it looks like I did until let's see here. Let me screenshot this.
So was this a what was your strategy on this? Just parabolic or?
Yeah, parabolic short, but like also, I have the Thinkorswim chart pulled up, or maybe it was another charting platform. But anyway, I just screenshot this. It was I had a little level there that there was like a shelf on the either 30 minutes or the 30-minute chart or the 1 hour chart. Let's see here, man. Yeah, you can't see it. The way DAS is showing it is. Hang on. Yeah, the way DAS is showing it, it doesn't. It doesn't. What's it called? It doesn't look right. Because I don't just trade off of those charts. You know what I mean? Like I don't only use the charts on DAS. I'm usually looking at something else.
Oh yeah. Do you use TraderView or TradingView?
Yeah, mostly just for futures though. That's like I dedicate a whole screen to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, that was a sick play.
But yeah. Anyway, that's that one. I was trying to get this to pull up. I can present. I mean, I can share what I just screenshot from. This is the chart that I trade on.
170K flow. It's wild.
This looks a lot different than what I post, but this is the charts that I trade on. And you see it faded all the way down to like under $15 in after hours. But I'm not holding something like that in after hours, even though that thing was, I mean, it was dead, you know. But anyway, yeah, I just hate it when stuff like that happens, you know, because it makes for like, you know, it'll make you nervous. Anyway, that's that. That's that trade. On to the next one. One from earlier this week. I didn't take that many losses this week because I didn't trade that much. I mean, just trying to pick and choose my plays. You know, I'll just show this one real quick. This is GROV. You know, it's a pretty. We all know the name. Like, if you trade small caps, I thought that was a. I mean, this was not a bad loss. Not too bad, honestly. I thought that was a good spot to get short because it looked like a failed follow through. You know.
Oh yeah.
And so
was this today or yesterday?
Nah, this is like before my Twitter got banned. I don't remember what day it was.
Last week?
No, like 2 days ago.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. Anyway, that's that. That's a loss. I always try to show a loss just to, you know, because nobody ever shows losses. So that's a loss. I thought that was a good spot. It looked like failed follow through. You know, you got this little high here in pre-market, another little high, kind of pops through that high, but not, you know, ridiculous, like 10 cents, maybe 8 cents, whatever that is, and fails. So I was like, oh, this is going to die through VWAP. Nope. Yeah. Oh. I know exactly what he's talking about. Let me pull that one up. It's funny, I didn't even screenshot that chart out of I had to get it out of the Discord since my Twitter is gone, and I use my Twitter to document all my charts. So yeah, thanks Elon. Where is it? Yeah, and I really haven't been longing much lately because a lot of my long strategies are not working that good, but I think I know what Sam's talking about. I think he's talking about DCTH, and that was, let's see. That was like 2 or 3 days ago. So here's this one. And I'll tell you, my thesis on the long was, and in hindsight, I shouldn't have cut any there because it didn't break through VWAP. I'm just trying to be proactive because my long strategy hadn't been working that great. But this was pretty much just like along on the fact that it was holding over VWAP into the open. It was a big gapper, but cancer news. And after I, you know, kind of got faked out some there, I'm adding all back in, and I did let it go against me quite a bit. But I felt pretty certain about it. Plus, it was holding above the 1-200, which isn't on this chart. And where I sold was this last sell was like 3 cents from the top, which just so happened to be the top. That was just lucky because usually I would have like ended up having to sell down into here. Just pure luck, honestly. I had a good bit of conviction in it because of the cancer news. You know what I mean?
That's a fire trade.
Let's see here.
Didn't break that 540 level either in the morning.
Yeah. This little level,
yeah,
you know, right there.
Or did you think about adding there at all? Or were you already just max size?
I was already all in, man. And thank y'all. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was all in. I wanted to be in. And I was trading other stuff too. So I was trying to manage everything at once. It was kind of selling into that spot was really just pure luck, and holding through the open was just because I was like, damn, man, I don't feel like this is truly failing, I don't know, man. I got lucky with it, I feel like,
I don't think you got lucky, man. You're always making trades like this. So.
Oh, thanks, man. The cancer news, man. Like, I used to not care so much about news, but nowadays, like, I'm a lot more into it.
Yeah, I remember you telling me you used to be short. You'd get short on cancer news, and then after, talking to Tatted all the time, you ended up getting long every time there was cancer news.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh man, I know how you feel. I feel like that's how it is anytime I short the open on something. I'm bad at it. But yeah, I'm big on like long on cancer news now, just because and like biotechs and stuff. Yeah, it was. I mean, there's been a few other ones this year and last year that were kind of like that. Sometimes I get lucky on them, but it's sort of like one of those things. It's like when I'll be long on one, somebody will say, why would you be long on that? It's stuffed right into the open, and then you were long. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but I mean, I've had them when they rip too sometimes. Yeah, and there was. I mean, and I was looking at that too. It's just, man, something about cancer news. It's a big deal to people, And I used to always short cancer news. Like, I didn't care, but back then, like, a few years ago, when I was a little bit earlier in my trading career journey, whatever, I would be shorting. I'd short cancer news, whatever, and I'd just do the ad deal. It's like I'd never lose, until you do. The old works till it doesn't.
This is a fat spike. I probably would have shorted this too if I was trading small cap.
Hey, well, thanks, Sam. Thank you. Yeah. You're talking about on DCTH.
Yeah, just such a huge, 100% spike.
I know, man. It was big. I mean,
what was the float?
I don't remember. I'll have to go look.
It traded a ton of volume.
Yep, it did. Let's see here. I'm trying to pull this up without messing anything else up. Damn it. I was in the wrong thing. I don't know. Do you see it? Yeah, I think it was moderate. Hang on.
I can't wait to get back into small cap.
Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, I love small caps. I just I like trading futures too. But I mean, there's money to be made in all of it. Let's see here.
Was that your only trade today for small cap?
No, I had a few. 15 million. Yep. Okay, that sounds about right. And I like a 15 million for a short. Yeah, Brady, you have been for sure.
Thank you, Craig.
Let's see here. I'll show.
Yeah, I remember back when I was trading small cap, 15 mil float was like a sweet spot for a short.
It is, man.
I think I even saw that from, I don't know if anybody remembers, what's his name? Crawfish something.
Oh, Crawfish Po' Boy? Brandon?
Yeah, Brandon. Yeah.
Dude, I don't know what happened to that guy.
I don't
Do not know what happened to him. He,
I
dude.
miss his tweets though.
Oh yeah, dude. He was kind of an asshole to me a few times when I talked to him, but
I feel
then
like you guys would definitely get along if he knew you.
yeah, and that's what I was saying. I'm like, man,
I'm not
dude,
trying to say you're an asshole, but because you're like literally the opposite of an asshole. But.
oh yeah, dude. I mean, I was just trying to ask him some stuff, and that's another thing I was telling, CG Fades on Twitter, Corey. I was talking to him the other day. I was like, man, I used to, like, I came on Twitter. I'd had a Twitter for a long time. I just wasn't in this whole FinTwit trading space until, the past couple of years. And I came on there, and so many people, there's guys like Sam and Craig that are actually big traders and actually know what they're doing, and they're super humble. And then there's some guys on there that are fake as hell and act like they're the shit. And it had me confused. I was like, oh, I just assumed. I was like, well, I mean, these guys seem to have a big following and stuff, and, blah, 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 whatever. I was like, well, they must be legit. So I'm asking them questions. You come to, and I'm not talking about crawfish, but just whoever. You come to find out later on that they really weren't anything. Anyway, I don't know about Brandon or crawfish, whatever. But I know he lives in. He's from the same town that my dad's from, Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know too much about him. I just remember watching his interview, and
yeah, I watched his interview too on that Trader Sim. Sam was in it. Sam was in his interview, weren't you, Sam?
I think I watched one of just him, and then one of him and some other guy who was like an algo trader.
Huh.
I don't know. If there's one with Sam, like, I should definitely.
Yeah, Sam is in that.
Cool.
Sam's in that interview. Yeah, he does seem like a cool guy. And that's what I'm saying. I think he probably just thought I was some dumbass kid on Twitter asking him questions. But yeah, man, I mean, it's always cool to connect with other traders. I just, Sam's been in the game a while, and not just the trading game, but also the Twitter game. He knows all the people. Let's see what Craig said. Yeah, it is. And I saw what JJ said today. He was like, oh, sellers should just stay off Twitter. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, maybe I should, but damn, man.
JJ said that to you?
He was like saying that it was a blessing that my Twitter got banned for me, and that my trading would probably be a lot better now. And I mean, I don't necessarily disagree with that, but I mean, how am I going to chat with all the guys all the time? You know what I mean? Like,
it's really the only, besides the Discord, it's like.
Yeah, and I just really hated all having to be through Discord. Yeah, Sam, I don't even know if he has a Twitter anymore. I tried to look him up when I got this new Twitter, and I didn't see him. I didn't see him or that Juice guy.
What else you got, sellers?
Oh, yeah.
Did you trade any other small cap today?
Yeah, if I wasn't into the trading Twitter, I wouldn't give a damn about it. But yeah, I'll show one. I had a few more, but this was a good one. And really, like, man, this is my most profitable setup. It's these super low volume parabolics. This is Jan, and everybody knows about Jan. Jan's a known fader. You always short Jan. I really wanted to pound on this thing. I couldn't get it. I couldn't get as much as I wanted to on it. But yeah, I mean, these are like my favorite, honestly, at this point. I'm trying to trade more of these low volume, 20-30% parabolic moves. I've got some scans set up for them. Shout out to Verma. But Verma's scans wouldn't have picked this up because of the price. They got to be like $1.50 or something. I'm not trying to give out his stuff, but I have mine set real low. But not only is this Jan, so I'm gonna short it, but let's see here. Okay, yeah. There you go, Craig. So Jan, and why I would enter at that level. Hang on. One sec. Let me go look, and I'll tell you exactly why.
Wow,
So
this thing loves to spike and just absolutely take a dump.
yep. And I'll tell you, man, really I wanted it a little higher. Like I was saying, it wasn't exactly where I wanted it to be, but there's a nice little shelf area at $1. And also the 15-minute RSI got up to 70. I mean, that's small cap, so it doesn't matter as much. I was wanting to, I got my first little piece there as if it was going to be a lower high. That was a limit order set. And then after it just wicked up through that and failed, I was trying to get in as much as I could. And I do believe this is on SSR today. Let's see here. Yeah. When trying to get, I didn't even get full size, but when I was trying to get in full size, that's basically what it was just reactionary to that wick, the rejection right there. I wanted it a little higher, but it's Jan. You know how Jan is. Like you've got to short Jan. But anyway, this Jan's always been a winner for me. I like the stock. So that's that.
So you got in after the rejection of the fake breakout.
My first little piece was
or that push into the high day.
I got in right at the push, but then I added into like all the size I could get on after that rejection. I wanted it a little higher. I was going to kind of like add up within about a 10-15 cent range, but ended up having to kind of chase it down a little bit. It worked out good though. It was a good trade. I like those trades, and I'll only show one more. It's not even a super cool one. It's just what I'm trying to do more of. This one was insane. Like the way that it was like it just liquidated and then it reclaimed an ass load, but it was just like a little low volume parabolic, just like that one. And I've got to start. This is what I need to focus on is these. And this one worked out good. Big wick, up, lower high, this rejection area, and I'm getting in because of that. And man, I can't believe how low it went. That was crazy. These are like my favorite,
Was this a few days ago?
Yeah, this was like 2, maybe 3 days ago. But this is the kind of stuff I like.
Wow.
There's not that many eyes on it,
That morning gap is insane. Or what it looks like it halted up there at the open.
Yeah. But I mean, I was just honestly, I didn't even know. I didn't even see it then. I was only looking at it after it hit my little parascan. So this was
sick trade, dude. Sick trade.
Thanks, man. I liked it. I like the low volume stuff like that. I mean, you can get wrecked on it too, but like, I feel like these are this and just any kind of parabolic that is either into resistance. Yeah. Okay. So you see it now, Craig.
What was your risk on this?
Trying to remember what it was. I think it was over 2. Let me pull the chart back up and look. Hang me pull this off. Let me go look. And I should probably have it planned out, tell what I'm going to tell. Yeah, this one, so I had to risk that high of day a break and hold because of, and I think that's the only reason why I got in, was because it looked like, like it was going to make a lower high. But yeah, you got to be careful with these, man, especially because after that area right there, it had like, another $1.50 of upside. But I mean, that scanner I've got, it's pretty good. The way I have my TI scan set up, they're pretty good. Like I said, shout out to Chris Verma.
Chris Verma.
Yeah, man, good guy. I learned a lot from him on the way I trade parabolics. I mean, we do it a little different. I try not to just blindly short stuff. I mean, when I say blindly short, I mean like I try not to like just get in front side just because. I usually try to not anticipate resistance. I usually try to, see resistance, but a lot of times, you have to anticipate. So I might just like not go full size at first. But I don't know. Another thing is like, I'm not always looking for these. And even sometimes when they hit my scan, I'm not just like immediately just like entering, I'm waiting a little while. I was telling somebody this today, and I don't mean to be like all poetic and shit about it. It's just like, I feel for me, like when I'm always looking for opportunity, especially in the market, everything looks like opportunity,
100%. Yes.
But like my best trading days are like when I'm just like, I don't care, I don't really care what happens, and I just wait, and then you wind up hitting some good trades. But it's like the days when I come into the market and I'm like, all right, I got to make some money today. I'm ready to trade. I'm ready to do something, and then I wind up just screwing up.
Yeah, I can attest to that so much.
Yes, man, same here. And I was just telling Mike too, like before I had the broker max loss, dude, if a day got really bad, or like if a day just started out rough and I just kept making it worse, dude, I would lose control. I'd ruin my entire year in an hour. You know what I mean? I've done it before.
Yeah. I read a good quote yesterday. It's probably going to sound like cliche or like duh kind of thing, but I liked it a lot. It basically said, number one rule of holes, when you're in one, don't keep digging. And
damn.
Yeah, I was like, I wish I would have read that quote a couple of weeks ago on a bad day that I had. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Like you start off the day bad. It can be really tough not to keep digging yourself a hole. So,
man, it's so tough. It's so tough. That's an amazing quote. I'm not gonna lie, it really is.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
I like that. I'm gonna write that down and put it on my monitor.
It'd be good to look at, like whenever, like it'd be good for me to look at whenever because a lot of the times my first trade of the day, if it's a loser, I'm almost immediately looking for another opportunity to kind of set myself straight. You know what I mean?
Oh, me too. It's like you want to get back to what you had, and I'm much more guilty of it with futures, just because I'm newer to it than the small caps. Just because, like, I feel like I have a good understanding of small caps, but with futures, man, it's like a whole nother world. They're not like small caps. You can get wrecked and not even realize it. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. You can think you're doing exactly the right thing and get wrecked out of nowhere. And with that, maybe we could break into some futures and look at. I'd like to see some charts from you. Maybe break some things down, like some good stuff, and what you like about this week or whatever.
Okay. Yeah. How do I just share my screen here?
Do you see the present button down there at the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just do that.
Okay. All right. Can you see it okay?
Let's see here.
I'm just in the Discord room, so.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Is that all right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, nothing special really. I mean, I think this is like a 4 or 5 minute chart. This was my main play today. I got stopped out a bunch for partials. I kind of had my thesis going into today to be on the long side. I was really looking for. I don't know about you, but
yeah, I kind of was too. But the way that I play these now is so. What's the word? It's just so different than I used to, and I've switched to the full size ES contracts now instead of the MES. Which, I mean, I'll still hit a trade on MES too, but I was like, the way that I'm trading them now, you hold a little longer than me. Dude, I'm holding for half a point, 1 point. Like, I'm getting out and in real quick.
yes, yeah.
And I feel like that's the only way to do it with these, because I say the only way. Dude, some people I see on Twitter, yeah, that's my chart from today. If you can see that pretty decently. I mean, I can pull it up, but it looks all right. Let me make this full screen. It looks okay, kinda.
I can pull up your. Where's the other one you had today? You had a good trade this morning.
Yeah, I was posting some stats there too. That was. Yeah, so that was on. I trade on the Tradeovate app. I say app, whatever it's called, the thing, just so I can. I like the trade copier on there, and I don't know. I like the way it works a little better. But I honestly like the way that the Ninja charts look like at the end of the day. But this is more like with the little arrows and stuff, more like what I'm used to. So
this looks good.
Yeah, man. I think
when you're scalping like this. I mean, shit, dude. I would trade ES2. You know.
Yeah, man. Like I made way more money today trading ES than I did MES, because with MES, I mean, I've got several accounts, so I might trade like, I don't know, like 100 contracts per trade on MES or more, 180 sometimes, or 100 and what's it called, 100 and 160 is what it would be now, and that it could be even more than that. So instead of that, I could trade like 15 or 16 contracts of ES, but I've got that newest paid account, their performance account that I'm using too. So I went and I just traded it by itself, and that's that. And that was the full size ES contracts.
So were you scalping pretty much long all the way through here?
Long and short. Like if it was you can't see on here, but I draw a ton of lines on my charts, and like I'll have orders sitting at lines, like sometimes, and if it hits that line, like I might get short or something, or I might end up having to stop out, whatever. I'm usually not taking more than like a $100 loss tops, because I'm usually trying to get 62 to 75 bucks per trade. But I realize sometimes you got to let these things work a little bit. But Yeah, like I said, I'll have lines drawn all over the place, man, like crazy, and I'll be letting it pop into lines, and I'm covering for like half a point. You know, if I short or whatever, and
So you're just short scalping long and short, like all
yes,
through this whole chart.
yes, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you know, going for 1 point, half a point, 3/4 of a point. Maybe there was one time today where I got maybe like 2 points on a trade, but I might have gone a little heavier. You know, I don't ever think I had more than 4 full size ES contracts on that one account at a time. But you know, on my other accounts, the other performance accounts I have, I try to just get up, find a little setup, you know, have my trade copier on and hit that setup, hit like one trade and make, you know, $80, $150, whatever per account, and then be done with it. Because it's just, I mean, I don't usually do this, scalp all day like that, but I will.
Yeah. I mean, it really works for you in these futures. So.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, I feel like it's like, what's the word? I'm not into scalping on small caps at all, but this is like, it feels, you know, fulfilling because you're just constantly making little wins. And I mean, I think you can pull up that other thing, the stats that I had for today, if you see it.
This
Yeah,
one?
like the win rate, it was like 82%.
Yeah.
So that's like
solid.
that's pretty wild, you know. I mean, I'm not even like tooting my own horn on it. I couldn't do that if I was holding for big moves because I'll get faked out a lot on futures, you know, because it's just so different than small caps.
Was this just today?
This is only for today. This is on that brand new PA.
Gotcha.
You know, I'm working my way up to 20.
You're pretty damn close, dude.
Yeah, I'm like 5 or 6 away, I think.
That's solid. This is good. Some good trading today, despite scalping so much. Like even here,
dude,
like your commission was only 13%.
It's usually a lot more when I trade MES. Like I'll usually be paying an ass load in commissions, and somebody was saying that to us in the room. There's a guy, his name's like Silence or something in the room. He was talking about, he's like, why don't you trade full size contracts? And Jet was saying the same thing. He's like, he's like, you're going 30 contracts per account, you know, with like when I had like 10 accounts. He's like, why are you doing that? You're paying so much in commissions. I was like, you know, that's a good point. But there is like a safety net factor or feel of trading the micro e-minis. You know what I mean? Like it feels safer when you see your P&L only going down like, you know, $5, $16, as opposed to like just one little tick and it's like $50 per contract or whatever.
I think once I start trading, you know, like 50 plus contracts, then I'll switch to ES.
Yeah.
Because I mean, why? You know what I mean? Like I get at that point where you're paying $50 in commissions when you could just go long like 5 full contracts. You know?
Yeah, man. I mean, and I like it that I traded both today. I traded both of them. So
did you see this nasty trailing stop I had right here? This was
my God, I didn't even realize that's what that was.
Yeah, so this was. So I got in long here, covered like most, and then set, you know, a break even. And I got in long here, covered most, and I was gonna just because of the bias I had for today, I was gonna let this run pretty much all day until it closed.
I like that you didn't put it at break even though, like a little above break even.
That's where I had it, and I think I switched it like 2 or 3 times, and like this is just so nasty, dude. Like, it was a tough one, but
that's why I like scalping on these because they do this shit to you so much on futures, man. They do this more than small caps.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can't tell you how many times I've gotten wicked out like that. I can't tell you how many times because, like, dude, you know, sometimes when Apex is running a deal, I'll buy an ass load of evals, and I'll be like, because sometimes I just don't want to spend the time to pass them all, so I'll pass a bunch in a day, and I'll I'll be trading 10 ES contracts or 10 NQ contracts per account, copying them all, or like 100 MES contracts per account, and it'll be like I'm up like $2,600, and then I don't take profit, and then a wick like that happens, and because of the trailing stop, it'll blow like 5 accounts at once. So I'm not recommending that to anybody. I'm just saying, like, if it's $20, I can spend whatever $100 or something and possibly pass 5 accounts, and then not have to deal with it for the rest of the week. It's worth it to me, but I don't need to do that because it's still a waste of money, and I'm a pretty frugal person.
Yeah, dude, I think it works for you. We've seen a lot of newer guys trading futures in the room, and I love to see it. You know what I mean? It's kind of lonely over here.
Oh, I know, man. But hey, dude, I'm sure there's way more people that trade futures than small caps. We just don't know them yet.
Yeah, maybe.
Futures are cool, man. Like like I said, anybody wants to come trade futures with us, so the room is free. And obviously,
this is what sellers made today. So.
Oh yeah.
That was just one account, right?
Yeah, I mean, just because I'm just going for the small gains on the other accounts. What did Gus say? Oh my God. He said he blew up immediately. Shit.
He's been doing pretty good.
Yeah, he's been doing pretty good. He like blew up a Cobra account a week ago on that VTGN or whatever it was.
Really? So he was in Laser's room like last year, I think, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. That's where I met him at.
Yeah, that's where I met Trader Chan.
Yeah, he's a cool guy, man. Craig's been asking some questions. I didn't even see that. Let's see here. Hell yeah. Yeah, dude, they do give some good software, man. I had my this on full screen, like on all my monitors, so I didn't even see the questions or the stuff. But yeah, Craig, no, they're never. I've never had a problem getting executed. There's so much liquidity, like it's not like small caps, man. Like where I'll be like trying to stop out and I get stopped out like $1 away from where I was trying to. It's nothing like that. Dude, I mean, this is like the most traded stuff in the world. I'm assuming the SPY is like the most traded instrument, if I'm not mistaken. And that's all it really is. That's what I like about it, slippage. Man, it's almost like, like I was talking about how, like when I'd have those evals and I'd be trying to just pass them in one trade, just like blow $100 or something, get a few evals, try to pass them in one trade, and I'd be up like $2,600 or something, or $2,800. I'm like, I'm fixing to get out, and then it'll like slam down. I'm long or something, and it'll slam down, and it'll be like a huge wick. It's almost like they know. It really is almost like they know exactly where to. I mean, I'm sure they do, man. It's like the smartest people and computers in the world trading this shit. They'll know, like, this is just evals, but it would be the same if you had a funded account. It's like they know right where it would be if somebody got in here with this much size. If they slammed it to here, it would stop them out and blow their account. Their little account or eval account. So
like you'll see a good long setup, and you'll get in long. And it'll start going your way a little bit, you know what I mean? And it'll look solid. And it'll slam down and it'll go, just a little too far for your comfort before it takes off again.
Yeah, man, that's why for me, I'm fairly calm when I trade. I say, like I was telling you, I take that magnesium and stuff now, and the only time I'm really like kind of on edge is in the morning. I try to work out in the mornings. I don't work out as much as I used to. I know you do all the time because you'll be sending me Snapchats at like 4 a.m. at the gym. But man, I've got to get better about it. But anyway, I try to be calm in the morning, but it's it's so that kind of stuff like where you'll just see it slam, you're long and it just slams down like just slightly past your comfort level.
Yeah,
And I know that's a
definitely.
lot of the supply and demand type shit that you hear about, but I'm just not game for letting these things go against me like at all. I'm all about just like if I can make $100, take it. If I can make $70, $30, whatever it is, $60, take it. And just get in and get out. I mean, some days like today, because I was at my desk literally all day, just rotting there. I'll do stuff like scalp all day, but it's only when I'm like I can either see a spot where it's gonna like wick into a line, or or it's just like a kind of like semi momentum, like I'm just chasing, and I'm chasing because I'm like I see like a big red candle and then like a little stop area, and then I know it's gonna probably wick down and then go up, and I'll short that for like half a point. I mean, you make half a point. It's what, like $34 or something like that on one contract. You do that all the time, and then I see the big green candle about it wicks down. I take the long, and then I make like $100 trade on like half of that green candle, and it goes way further than where I wanted it to, but I don't care because I'm just scalping.
Yeah, dude. When I'm trading throughout the day, and I see all that stuff that you were just talking about, I like picture in my head, like I'm like, I know sellers just took that. Like I know he just scalped the shit out of that.
Oh yeah, yeah, dude. I mean, some days you'll trade these way better than me. Like you'll post your chart and I'm like, damn it, man, he just had a good read on this today. It's just different some days.
Yeah, yeah. We just had fade. I mean, it's just been so weak the last couple of weeks.
I know, man. I've just been trying to go short as much as I can.
Yeah, that's good. That's
But
good. That's what I should have been doing, honestly.
I feel like everybody's bias has been pretty long as of today. Or like today, everybody's bias was long.
I saw a lot of people talking on Twitter last night about how we could see a long day tomorrow, or we could see some upside. I think even Trend Spider tweeted, tomorrow could be a reversal day. Not doesn't mean it's going to go up all day, but it could be a day of, that it could change trend. But that's not why I had a long bias. I just like the chart. You know what I mean? That's all I trade. I usually trade this thing through news. Besides like CPI and FOMC, I'm trading this thing through news just because I don't really care. I just trade the chart.
Same here, man. Dude, and I like big news events like CPI, FOMC stuff, whatever. Whenever the big news events happens, because it's awesome for those trend lines I trade. It'll usually like have big ass moves, like big old 5% drops or spikes like into these lines that I'll have pre-drawn, and I'm just like, hit it right there, pop. It's perfect, those are the best feeling ones. It's awful though when you hit it and then it immediately like rips right through your order, and you're down a lot, and then you're like, oh no, now I'm about to go on tilt. So I've been figuring out how to set my max losses with this stuff too.
Yeah, futures are great, dude. I hope we get a lot of I hope we get some more people in there, posting charts and whatnot.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say you hope we get a lot of money. I was gonna say I hope we do too. Yeah,
that comes after the trading. You know what I mean? Trading's first. So I was telling sellers earlier that I haven't looked at my P&L all week.
I know, man. That's badass, honestly. I find myself trading my P&L on these a lot, partially because I'm scalping, but that's really not the way. I don't need to do that. Yeah, man, you've been killing it, and I'm enjoying the hell out of it. In other news, this I'm going out of town this week again, but this thing is cool as hell for my laptop. This is that Asus Zen screen, and Jet let me know that I got the wrong one. I got the one with
Craig said F them small caps.
Do what?
Craig said F them small caps.
Oh,
sorry, man. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. I just, let's see here. Oh yeah, basically, man, dude, that you can kill it on those days, dude. And that's what I'm saying, man. Look at this thing. I've never seen a monitor this skinny. This is I was gonna just get like one of those ones that are like $60 or $70. Dude, this thing is so thin. You can't really tell from the video or from here, but it's tiny. I should have got the matte screen. Jet was telling me, he's like, dude, why didn't you get the matte screen? And I was like, fuck, man, I should have.
What's that?
It's the regular, like the shiny one, you know. But the picture on it is awesome, and it does really good with my laptop. And this case that it came with is like magnetic, and you can make it like stand up vertically too, which I really like. It's got like a little leg deal here.
I thought that was sick. The picture you sent me with it like up vertically next to your laptop.
Oh yeah, I sent you the Snapchat.
That's a sick like travel setup for sure.
Dude, it's like exactly what I've wanted, man. I wanted to spend a little bit of money on it and get like a good monitor for my travel setup. You know, like I was saying, I could have just got one of those $70 ones. And that's what Sam was. He sent me a picture of one, and it looked pretty good. But like my wife, I got her to just read a bunch of the reviews and stuff. I just read what Craig said. Yeah, one or two of them exactly. I thought about getting another one, but I'm like, man, I'm gonna have this in my little trading backpack. I don't need that much shit.
Dude, you could fit like five. You could fit like 5 of those in your backpack.
Oh yeah, I could. No, I don't think it is, man. I think it's just 1080p. I'm kind of lame, kind of poor, but I don't even know if it is, man. I just got it. It just was like the best looking one I could find on Amazon for like $200. But yeah, it looks pretty damn good. It looks good with the laptop, you know. Hey,
it looks really nice next to the laptop.
Thank you, dude.
Give me one of those.
Yeah, dude, you need one. You already got a bunch of screens, though, don't you?
I wish. I only have 2 monitors and a laptop.
Well, I mean,
I'm getting there though. I'm getting to the tatted and seller's level slowly.
Well, hey, next time you come to town, I've got some more monitors in here. You can have them because I've got a couple that I need to get rid of. But yeah, dude, this has been pretty fun, and you know, I don't really have anything else to talk about. You know, like I said, I got a new Twitter now. If anybody wants to follow me, and Brady, what's your Twitter? What's your Twitter handle?
It is. I have to pull it up here. I don't even know it off the top of my head. It's just Brady_Reese.
Yeah, so everybody give Brady a follow.
REES. I don't really tweet that much, so.
Let's see here. What is it? Is it type it in there in the comments and then. Well, I mean, you know, if you want to, but yeah.
This said he has an unreal amount of monitors laying around.
I know he does, man.
I'm gonna have to hit Thiz up here.
He's got a sick ass office room, man. I'm a big fan of it. He has like the baddest LED setup, and he's got either one or two of those big old curved Them big old curve daddies, the monitors that he's got.
Oh, those are sweet.
Yeah, he does, man. He has such a sick setup, dude. The whole room looks awesome. It puts mine to shame. I'm too much of a slob, so like I've just got a couple computer chairs in here and just like guitars and games and stuff and beer cans. So like food.
Beer cans.
Yeah, and big old curve daddy. That's what he's got.
Big old curve daddy.
I know he's got one. Yeah, we're not as clean as this, but it's okay. I still do my little thing, and it'll be all right.
You get after it, dude. You get after those small caps like nobody else, honestly.
Oh, dude. Well, I appreciate it. Hey,
I had a new guy join the room the other day, and I was like, "You got to check out Seller's charts. Like, you can learn some stuff from him."
Oh, thanks, man.
So,
I appreciate that. And that's a lie, Thiz. I know that's a lie. Hey, it's totally a lie. I'd never believe it. And by the way, this is Brady's Twitter. If anybody wants to follow him, he's a super cool guy. He comes down here and hangs out at the house with me and drinks beers by the pool and sits in here with me in my little office room and talks shit for hours. We do it all the time. He's in Indiana, but yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to get like a little get together at Seller's place sometime.
Yeah, man, we really do. We need to do all that. Absolutely. I love all you guys. I'm glad that we're all buddies now. But anyway, we've run over about an hour, so we'll probably call it at that if you're good with that, Brady.
Absolutely.
Man, I appreciate you coming on here with me and sharing some ideas and some charts and stuff. The futures have been treating you well, and they've been treating me well. It's been fun.
Yeah, dude, I always love picking your brain on your small cap charts.
Man, I appreciate it.
You're always hitting those fat fades, and it's always good to pick your brain on why you hit here, what your risk was. I think a lot of people could learn a lot from it too. So
thanks, man. That means a lot. I enjoy sharing it, and I'm not that good, but I'm getting better every day. I know you are too. So just trying to, like we always talk about, just get a little better all the time, and
don't give up.
Yeah, don't give up, man, because it's damn sure hard. It's damn sure hard. It's still hard. Don't ever give up. That's right. Well, with that, man, I'm gonna go hang out with my wife in there because my son's at a birthday party thing, and probably get some dinner.
Sounds good. Hey, I appreciate you letting me come on here, just hang out with you, look at charts.
Hey, man, I appreciate you agreeing to do it. It's been nice.
If Craig's still in here, I need to get with Craig, and he has what is it? What's that journal website? TraderSync. I need to get with Craig on TraderSync because he uses that, right?
Yeah, and I use it too now.
Oh, you use it too?
Yeah.
Do you use it for futures?
No, I haven't, but I ought to put them in there. I just like it how the futures have that. They automatically track a lot of that stuff.
Oh, is that TradeObate?
Yeah, but Ninja has some of it too. I'll show it to you in a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, we can chat. We'll chat.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's going to be it for this. Brady, again, I appreciate you coming on the show with me, and everybody, go give him a follow and all that good stuff. But with that, we're going to call it. So, peace, man.
See you guys.